Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to GTA Robot. Here are the 10 best characters introduced after Grand Theft Auto 3. Number 10, Trevor. The lack of realism is why Grand Theft Auto 5 is Rockstar's masterpiece, and Trevor is the very embodiment of that, as he's almost like the universe's Joker, causing chaos and simply wanting to watch the world burn. He also has some incredible, despicable quotes that are so identifiably Trevor too. Number 9, Tommy Vercetti. Tommy Vercetti was the very first protagonist in the GTA series to actually speak. As Claude, who was a protagonist in GTA 3, and every other character that came before him didn't talk. And as he was one of the first talking playable characters, Rockstar made the absolute most out of it. He's a fast-talking sleazeball, and his brilliant Hawaiian shirts go hand in hand with his personality. Building his way to the top of a crime family in a Scarface-like narrative is incredible to play through, and the fact that he's voiced by Ray Liotta makes him even better. Number 8, Jimmy. One of the most shocking turns in the GTA series is when Michael actually settles down with his family in GTA 5, which is the biggest subversion of expectations ever. Even if it doesn't take long until he turns back into a life of crime, his family's a bunch of colorful characters, but it's his son who is the most intriguing. Jimmy spends all day, every day, playing violent games and screaming profanities into his headset. It's almost as if Rockstar is mocking their own player base. Number 7, Frank Tenpenny. Frank Tenpenny has one of the most iconic entrances of a GTA character ever. When Tenpenny arrests CJ on Grove Street in San Andreas in one of GTA's best cutscenes, it was a huge moment for Rockstar, as it was the first example of the incredible dialogue of the game and the first tentpole scene of the incredible narrative that would unfold. Since Tenpenny is a dirty cop, there are many fascinating scenes with him, but above all else, the character was voiced by none other than Samuel L. Jackson. Number 6, Melvin Harris. More popularly known as Big Smoke, Melvin Harris is easily the funniest character in San Andreas, and his food order from Cluck and Bell has somehow become embedded in pop culture, as so many YouTubers have tried to replicate the order using other fast food chains. On top of simply being funny and having a brilliant fast food order, when he turns on CJ, it's one of the most memorable betrayals in gaming history. Number 5, Michael. When it comes to Michael, he might not be yelling profanities all the time, and he might be far from the funniest character in the world, but he was the most three-dimensional character in GTA 5. He was building a family and was trying to stay off the grid so that his past wouldn't catch up with him, and on top of that, he was modeled after Neil, the lead character in Heat, which made him so much cooler. Number 4, Steve Scott. Steve Scott is a movie producer who can be found in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, but he doesn't just produce any kind of movies. As a producer, can be found on the set of adult films, always giving Tommy odd jobs. The sleazy producer is one of GTA's funniest characters in the whole series, as his obsession with trying to include a giant shark in his adult movies is hilarious. And like Frank Tenpenny, what adds to the character is the fact that he's voiced brilliantly by Dennis Hopper, who seems to be embodying all the characters he played in the 70s, such as the photojournalist in Apocalypse Now. Number 3, CJ. CJ, the first main playable character in the GTA series that has mostly good intentions, as Tommy and Claude were as criminal as they come, the protagonist was finally a character that players could get behind, and though his morals weren't completely in check, he did mean well. The character also marked a precedent for the series, and it was actually quite heartbreaking when CJ's mother died. Melvin, Tenpenny, and CJ alone have so much charisma and depth, not to mention all the side characters, and that's exactly why San Andreas deserves a remaster. Number 2, Lamar. Though Franklin is the third playable character in GTA 5, and he does have a great backstory and arc throughout the game, it's his cousin Lamar Davis who steals the show in those scenes. Lamar is very much a bad influence on Franklin, but he's just so entertaining. The character is opportunistic, arrogant, has sticky fingers, and is a human being nobody would want to be associated with, but he's so charismatic and flaunts so much bravado that it's admirable. Number 1, Niko Bellic. Being the first playable character in a GTA game not to be born and raised in the US, Niko has a much deeper outlook on Liberty City, as the GTA series is all about satirizing the American dream. And most of the time in video games, serious characters are only ever serious and funny characters are only ever funny. But Niko Bellic changed that, as he strikes a perfect balance between the two. The depiction of Niko, a Serbian who fought in the Yugoslav wars, is one of the reasons why GTA 4 is the very best Rockstar game, according to Metacritic. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.